Hey YouTube, it's NaturalMe4C, and today I'm going to be talking a little bit about shedding and breakage, something that everybody has to deal with at some point in their journey. So, alright, let's get started. Okay, so right off the bat, shedding is something that's going to happen to everybody. Okay, there's no way to prevent it 100%. It is something that your body's going to naturally do. Just try to look at it as your body getting rid of the old and making room for the new. So it's said that we all shed about 50 to 100 strands of hair a day, more or less depending on, what you have going on with your body and also how much hair you have. So it can kind of vary from day to day. I know that since I've been natural, I've noticed that like when my hair sheds, since it sheds in balls of hair versus, longer, straighter strands, it looks like I'm shedding way more than I actually am. But when I gather it up, it's not that much. Okay, so even though everybody sheds some sort of hair every single day, there are some things that can contribute to excessive shedding, which is something that I don't think anybody wants to deal with. So things like poor diet choices, not drinking enough water, not eating fruits and vegetables, and things like that can affect how much hair you shed. Also, high stress and not getting enough sleep can affect your shedding. Hormones can affect your shedding. Low iron, high blood pressure. There's postpartum shedding that a lot of women go through. I definitely went through that both times. It was rough. My edges were rough, y'all. Those things can definitely affect how much hair you shed on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes medications can cause excess shedding, and chemicals like relaxing your hair or color treating it too often, things like that can cause some shedding too. And then you got plain genetics. Sometimes it's inherited and there's very little that you can do about how much hair you're going to lose. So if you are having excessive shedding, there are some things that you can try that are supposedly really, really good for hair fall and things like that. Black tea rinses are said to be really nice. Garlic shampoos and conditioners are supposed to help with excess hair fall. Taking your vitamins, drinking a lot of water, eating healthy, getting sleep, minimizing stress, all those things definitely can help with excess hair fall and shedding. As far as styling your hair, make sure that you're not combing or brushing your hair too much or too hard because, you don't want to pull out any unnecessary hair strands. Even scalp massages are great, to help stimulate growth and help thicken the hair at times as well. Oils like castor oil work fantastic for scalp massages. So shedding can be a little frustrating, especially, if you're on a hair journey, you're trying to grow your hair, all your hard work, it seems like it's on the floor or in the sink, but there's no need to worry about it unless you're pulling out large clumps of hair, you're seeing like bald patches or things like that, or you're noticing that your hair is thinner than it has been. Try not to worry about it so much. Don't sit there and count every little hair that falls out trying to get to 50 to 100. Been there, done that. Don't worry about it. So it's pretty easy to tell, if a hair has shed or has been broken. On the end of the hair strand that comes out, there will be like a little white bulb on the end of it. And that lets you know that it's come from your scalp and not broken, from the end or the middle or anything like that. So that's how you can tell if a hair is shed or broken. Okay, so now on to breakage. Breakage is something that, once again, we cannot 100% avoid. It's going to happen at some point in everybody's hair journey. So what I did was I took a hair of mine that's been shed and a hair that is broken with a single strand knot on it. Okay. All right. So this one is the shed hair and this one is the broken hair. And you can obviously see that there's a major difference there. So once again, the shed hairs are definitely going to be longer and like the length of your hair. And then the broken hairs are going to be shorter. And they're usually coming from the ends or any like weak spots in the hair. So one thing I like to do to kind of help me gauge how much hair is breaking versus shedding on my head is I like to finger detangle my hair over the sink sometimes and, take a look at what's falling in the sink and see how many broken hairs I can kind of pick out or eye out. And it's usually just a couple, so thank the Lord for that. That just helps me keep an eye on my regimen and keep an eye on what's going on with my hair. Several things I've been doing to help me minimize breakage include like keeping my hair moisturized. As moisturized as possible at all times. Making sure that my protein moisture balance is on point, because if I have too much protein, my hair is going to break. If I have too much moisture, my hair is going to break. So I try to just make sure that it's balanced. Also, not using direct heat on my hair has definitely helped. I know that for a fact because when I was using direct heat, my hair was breaking all the time. Sticking to styles that have low tension to them, not using combs very often and things like that. Using my fingers more than combs have helped me out a lot. I'm now washing my hair in twists to help, minimize shed hairs getting stuck at the ends of my hair, causing knots and tangles and breakage. And last, sleeping with a satin slip bonnet, scarf, or pillowcase has definitely played a part in minimizing breakage on my fro as well. Alright, so I hope this was helpful. Once again, both shedding and breakage are things that everybody's going to have to deal with at some point in their hair journey. All we can do is continue to move forward and try our best to minimize it as much as possible. So I will see you all very soon in another video. Take care.